The channeling. The channeling. The channeling. The channeling. The channeling of different races, especially when it comes to New Agers. What are my thoughts, opinions, and beliefs on these topics and matters to discuss when it comes to these same topics? The same topics go into the same realm of my own beliefs with this topic in the exact same realm of the same proportion of things like New Age, everything, but my beliefs are not New Age. They are much of their own, per se, and that the concept of channeling beings of different planets, different solar systems, different universes is, are they really for us or are they against us? And a lot of the New Agers that are channeling them and they're being channeled, my beliefs are going into the deception of what would be with them, that these people are thus being deceived in a lot of which ways, more than one, and that the beings, these light beings, are really not here for humanity at all. They're just here to deceive and lead us down the wrong path of destiny, this world's destiny, the destiny of the American Republic, and more. The human mind is one of the most fascinating things, isn't it? That we as people are so curious, so passionate every day. Everything on the scale says 0 to 10 would be definitely 10 or past. Always, because we are always seeking higher knowledge of higher information, higher intellect, more things to win us over and to help us, guide us, lead us, consume us, fill us, free us, so on and so forth, that we would want something so much more with higher intellect to come down and to bring us new wisdom, new guidance, new knowledge, new hope. Everything we possibly could need as people, as human beings. It's everything we possibly could need. And so, where does this lead us? As a matter of fact, where does this take us as a human civilization? What about these different races I'm bringing up? The beings of light, the different beings of other worlds, universes, galaxies, dimensions. And why are they really trying to contact you, especially the ones that are vessels that are a lot more open than your average everyday person would be, to bring bring others, or to bring them, to show them things, to reveal what they are going to do, their plans. A full account of the message. Different races like the Lears, the Palladians, the Tsars. You have other ones, your Indigos, your Star Seeds, all the other ones. I think Common Extras are ones as well. And plus you have, I would say, upwards you have up to 33 million of these different races running the planet on the planet in spiritual form. But throughout our world universe, you have about at least 33 million. And it's always the number 33. It's always going back to different things as well. But the 33 million races running the planet and leading humanity on a different course than where we're supposed to go is a very interesting topic, because it leads a person down a rabbit hole of extraordinary changes within its own creation, extraordinary thoughts, ideas, sights, scenes, gives some wonders to what could all ever possibly dream of. But mainly, these beings of light, our races, only lead us into a place without truly understanding why they're really here. My beliefs, my take on it, that these beings were actually hybrid races created through different, or birthed through corruption, through graphene, and with different fallen angel technology to birth these beings. So basically, they would be formed through the graphene and with fallen angel technology. Being birthed through graphene to lead humanity on a different course, because they took their own, once they were birthed, they took some technology and went to their own home planets they found and formed on their own with their own technologies to rewrite their own humankind, to rewrite humankind itself, that we would all be led on different courses. Being led on different courses. That really, at the end of the day, we really wouldn't know up, down, left, or right. We would all would not even know if we were coming or going at the same time, because we are so lost, dead as the world. We count on others to help us work out someone else. Really, as the human race, we are seeking for greater things, greater knowledges, greater wisdom, greater insights than our own. And that's what people are really looking for as far as the races go. Especially coming up from the galactic force of hybrid beings. These are the beings, yes, they are channeling these new agers, the top level new agers, to have their vessels completely open. Just like a flower is spread wide open. That's exactly how the vessels of the new agers are. Their vessels are just spread open fully like flowers and receiving messages from these higher beings. And that, yes, they are feeding them accurate information, but it doesn't mean they're on your side. They can feed you the right information, good information, but it doesn't mean they're on your side. They're just not feeling what their plan is, because these beings don't have long left to coexist within the universe, even with human beings. They don't have long left to coexist. Even you have other things that are been shown in our movies, our TV shows, our magazines, other beings that have been prepping us for this very moment for them to be revealed and come out onto the scene to show us who they are. I do believe in this. I do believe that these beings portray themselves as good guys, as good beings to the human race, as in they would say, or you would call them an elder race beings, that they would show themselves they are polite to the human race, that we need them and they need us. And in return, they're really trying to deceive, to get rid of, to lead us really down the wrong path, the same path that they're going down, and so much more. Everything. I watch some New Agers sometimes, and they're all talking about the same thing about channeling these different light beings from the galactic force, galactic races. At least 33 million of these beings are prominent, they are alive, and they are living. But they are called light beings for a reason. They travel a lot faster than we do. Their intelligence and their intellects are far surpasses ours. And they would represent themselves as. It's basically like a Star Trek movie or something out of a Star Wars movie ripped out and thrown at us. And they all come from their own planets out throughout the universe and solar system that we as humans still can't fathom this, because they have even found even the pyramids on other planets and other things as well. And I also believe they have found other things on planets as well, other than just the pyramids. They have found other technologies, including, you would say, the mud fossils that I can't really get into too much. But if you want to go down the road of the mud fossils have been going down on our planet and our world for forever, since they were here the first time. That the beings that were here, or the giants, Nephilim, turned into the rock and were turned around, just like the people of Pompeii in the story of Pompeii. They died standing upright, and they died in their own positions, even gigantic animals. Everything did. And we can only go as far as we search for, right? That's the saying. So we can only go as far as we search. So we only search a short distance. We're only gonna go a short amount of information. But if we search long distances, we will have a lot more information, way more information than one person could even fathom or consume. The races seek humanity's approval to step out onto the scene, but the approval has to be upon us. But the thing about it is they want our approval, so they would come to us faster, but they don't. They portray something they're actually not. And I personally do not believe they are of organic nature, organic as in good nature. They just show you what you want to see, because they know what human beings really like and crave and long for. And even some would resemble even your Pokemon characters or Power Rangers or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any characters like this, such, going in and out of our universes, in our world. to show us something greater, but definitely not on our side, that's for sure. This could travel back to even the king's bloodline of the 13 bloodlines of these different kingsmen. Come traveling from down the blue bloodline races of kings and rulers from our past. The things that are not taught in our history books, such as the different gods like Nimrod and Krishna and all the other ones. The god of the city of El Dorado. Different beings and even unknown gods we probably don't even have any idea about even existed or just completely forgot about, but it goes down from the gods to the planet beings, and then of course you have the hybrids that were birthed out of the corruption with the animal blood and fused with the graphene, the rituals and the technologies with fallen angels. And one must be wise in what they receive and pick up on, so they don't always choose everything as a belief. But if you carry the wisdom that is needed, you will know what is needed to be fulfilled and filled in, to really be filled in your spirit rather than just put your wall up and just don't really take or receive anything. You will know and you will carry the discernment and know what you need to have. You will not be deceived along the way, I should say. But you will know what you need. Closely. The light beings' origins travel back, and these are the beings from the elder race, or of an elder race, that goes far back to the beginning of time, and even before then. Traveling, being like a time traveling, going back that far in time, even farther back than the dinosaurs. Human beings would not even be able to fathom such an event taking place of the hybrids of different UAP phenomenons of spaceships, crafts, and so on and so forth. And also, considering what we carry on today, the knowledge of technology it still doesn't match what was still going on, even according to my own beliefs that the giants, the beings of old, were actually using human beings as their slaves to build their kingdoms and their castles and everything else. I've seen such even other things that have used it for shows rather than tells, even such as the movie as Fallen Angels and Transformers, and them using human beings as slaves to build pyramids and everything else. And even going to the King Nimrod doing the same thing, Krishna with the city of Dwarka, and all the other kings that else that rule the world. It's nothing hard to make out. It's just most people would never believe in anything like that because it so far passes. Because the human mind works is if it's anything outside of the realm of their own reality, anything they can touch, see, smell, taste, or touch, the five senses that we would not believe in it. But yet, the same people buy into the same thing like we are in a matrix or some other idea, which to me is manipulation and gaslighting. 100%. So, one can really experience life truly if you receive truth fully, have an open vessel and receive truth fully. experience the freedom of the knowing. The freedom of the knowing will come to you as long as your vessel, and you lay down your pride and have humility to receive in your vessel the spirit of humility, the spirit of truth, the spirit of knowledge, especially the spirit of wisdom. How do we collect and get the spirit of wisdom? We get the spirit of wisdom by having an open vessel that was putting past our ego and pride to be able to open ourselves up like a flower or a daisy and to be able to let everything fall into us. Everything fall into us, fall into us, fall into us. And so we can understand logic and reasoning even better and show us where we can go versus what we can't do in life. Because you are in charge of what you think you can or can't do. If you think you can't do something or receive something or know something, then you can't. But if you believe truly you can receive it and know it and do it, then you can. It's just another figure of the belief within the human system. Because basically, like, we are like an organ, and however you live out and feed this organ is going to be determined. Its trajectory of how it works. And what you feed it until it will be predetermined of how good or great or bad it functions, basically. And we can make a difference and change and be able to receive important information and such. However you go about doing whatever you do is all determined on what you do. And as far as the New Agers and races go, a lot of people are going to buy into the knowledge and everything is being fed. And even if it is wisdom, they're still being fed the wrong thing. People will buy into the information and keep that in their vessels rather than have truth. End of story. No matter what. And there are plenty of New Agers I can name off and choosing not to use their names though, but yes. They're revealing their new knowledges, new truths, and wisdoms. Really just come down to you and what you're willing to receive and take in as a vessel, because as people, we're all vessels. We're like flowers. And it's all up on us if we choose to take in the right information, the wrong information, or pray for you to discernment, so that you would get the right information that you would need